Now we're going to learn about our coordinates, and we're going to find our slope when we do our coordinates. So when we look at these, a coordinate is two numbers within a parentheses. We have an x and we have a y for both. Let's label those. Okay, so our first coordinate is going to be labeled x1, y1. Our second one is x2, y2. So our first step, copy this down, is we are going to label our coordinates. Oops. There's an A in there. Coordinates. All right, label our coordinates. All right, then we're going to look at our formula. This is a y2 take away y1 over x2 take away x1. This is our formula. We're going to use this every single time when we have two coordinates and we are finding the slope between the two coordinates. We are going to use our y2 take away y1 over our x2 take away x1. So our second step, write formula. All right, so now we have our formula and we have our numbers that go in. So when we look at these, look at this x1 and y1. Well, I see those there. I see a x2, y2. Oh, I see those there. So I'm going to take these numbers and erase or plug in our numbers. So our y2, 7. So let's put a 7 there. Take away. And then I have my y1, so I go oh, -6. Now, you have to put that -6 separate. Look at that. It's take away -6. Okay, this is y2 take away -6. Okay, over. Gonna find our x2, which is right here. 8. Plug that in. Take away. Remember our takeaway here. And then we see an x1, which is a -1. Okay, so our third step down here is to plug in. And if that means you literally take your eraser and erase the y2 and plug in y2, erase the y1, plug in y1, do that. Okay, our fourth step is to solve. We are going to solve the top, and then we are going to solve the bottom. Of course, my paper wants to move again. Sorry about that. So again, those are our 4 steps on how to do the slope formula. Okay, so I'm going to grab my calculator here, and I am going to plug in 7, take away a -6, and I get 13. And then I'm going to do 8, take away a -1, which is a 9. This is my slope. And if we look at that, there is no negative, so this is a positive slope. Awesome job. Now when I look at this, I'm going to do another one here. We're going to try to get a negative slope here. Let's write our coordinates down. Okay, so we have that. We are going to use our formula. Oh, excuse me, we are going to label. My mistake. Our first step is to label. So x1, y1, x2, y2. We are going to do our slope formula. y2 take away y1, x2 take away x1. And at any point in time, if you need to pause the video to copy, please do so. Third step is to plug in. So I'm going to look. My y2 is my 9, so I'm going to put that down. Take away. Then I got my y1 here, which is right here, which is our 10. Over. We have our x2, which is a -2 right here. Take away. And our x1, which is a -6. Remember, again, you put that -6. This is not a negative. This is our subtraction from our formula. Take away -6. Now that I have everything written into our formula, I'm going to solve the top. Put my calculator over here. 9 take away 10 is a -1. Then I have -2 take away -6. Okay, put that in our calculator, you guys. Take away a -6. That is going to be a +4. Now, looking at my formula, it is -1 over 4. This is our slope, you guys, and this is a negative slope because of that negative symbol. Awesome job. Have you guys tried the worksheet? Please text me if you have any questions.